Greetings from the House of Ra. Today's session for all of you spiritual aspirants is from another great book by Ma'at Seba, Bhagwan Ra Afrika. I will be reading the foreword and then the preface to his small book titled Samyama, the Cultivation of Supreme Understanding. In this concise yet profound treatise, Ma'at Seba Bhagwan Ra Afrika takes the reader on a journey from ignorance to self-understanding. The purpose of publishing these arguments is to serve as a guide for those seeking to cultivate wisdom mind, jnana dristi, because it is only by looking deeply into the nature of reality that one can be propelled on a journey of awakening and self-discovery. As one who has undertaken the challenge and continues to do so, I can personally attest to the efficacy of these considerations. Not only will they cause one to come to a new level of understanding and acceptance of one's condition, they also show the way out, i.e., how to transcend one's limited view of reality. The goal of human birth is to realize who we are, and that realization cannot be had unless and until we embark on a profound quest of self-discovery, which necessarily will involve dismantling of all of our previous notions about the nature of suffering and our role in our own suffering. First, however, we must come out of denial and by seriously engaging in these considerations, perhaps for the first time, we are able to fully accept responsibility for our suffering or circumstances in life. Such a discovery is well worth the accompanying pain. As the Master states, and I quote, "You must get your self-image out of the way in order to see things as they really are, and then respond appropriately. Such clarity cannot be the case when we are always dealing with the negative experiences in our lives by trying to make ourselves look good or appear innocent by blaming others. It is in the clarity of the moment that the lessons of life are revealed. Getting your ego, self-image out of the way helps your perception become objective and clear. And instead of ego drama, there is only reality and consciousness coming from you. When the ego burns, grace showers. It is in this state of grace that who and what you truly are becomes alive for the first time." End of quote. Although one can gain a degree of self-understanding from a private study of these considerations, it is highly recommended that the reader have a partner with whom to share his or her insights. Private study will eventually yield results, but sharing one's insights will accelerate one's growth. An objective individual can help us when we become bogged down in our own ego mythology and cannot see the truth regarding our own condition. Rasheka Ma'at. In his preference, the Guru states, "The knowledge of who I am is the highest level of knowledge available to human intelligence and consciousness. It is the divine knowledge that surpasses all understanding and is the sacred knowledge, rahasya, by which one attains freedom, moksha, from all of one's suffering and sorrow, worries, and fear. The supreme understanding is the realization that you are something more fundamental than just the body-mind complex, your social roles, personality, and the history of your ego-based experiences. But in order to realize this supreme understanding, one must be steadfast in remembering and abide in one's own true self condition, swabhava. On the basis of such true self-recognition, one lives in this world of Maya as if one were dead, completely unconcerned, detached, and unaffected by its ups and downs. By the cultivation of insight, Samyama, and meditation, one realizes the same ultimate truth that has been revealed by all of the great realizers and adepts since time immemorial. One understands that I am the eternal, deathless, and formless life force, and ground of all being and reality that exists beyond and prior to all time, space, and the world of form and sensory experiences, beyond and prior to the birth and death of the body-mind, and even beyond and prior to human consciousness itself. Aham Param Asi. I am pure, undifferentiated, and changeless awareness, and so is everyone and everything else. Asdamo Sanatano. May the considerations and spiritual arguments contained within the pages of this small book set you on the path to freedom from the burden of your ego and self-concern. May all of the suffering and sorrow inherent in the ignorance of your own divine and true nature be consumed by attaining the supreme understanding. Master Bhagwan says, Namaste. Rashikama.